Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am going to talk about Scream 7. Obviously this is an upcoming American slasher film directed by Kevin Williamson from a screenplay written by Guy Busick and Williamson from a story by James Vanderbilt and Busick. It is a sequel to Scream 6, which obviously aired or premiered in 2023 and the 7th installment in the Scream series. The film stars Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, Jasmine Savoy Brown, and Mason Gooding, reprising their roles from previous films, alongside Isabella May, Anna Camp, Joel McHale, McKenna Grace, Michelle Randolph, Jimmy Tatro, Asa German, Celeste O'Connor, Sam Rechner, Ethan Embry, Tim Simons, and Mark Consolas, I think. Anyway, following the exits of Scream 2022 and Scream 6, directors Matt Bettinelli Olpin, I think, and Tyler Gillette in August 2023, Christopher Landon was hired to direct the 7th Scream film. However, the film went through a creative retooling after the departure of the stars Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega in late 2023. Because I have no idea why, they made some comments about like Gaza or Israel or whatever, and they got fired, or I don't know, I think Melissa Barrera got fired and Jenna was like, yeah, sure, I'm going to leave too. So there we go. With Landon also exiting the project. In March 2024, Campbell confirmed her return to the franchise after being absent from Scream 6, with Williamson hired to direct Scream 7 after serving as writer and producer of the earlier films in the series. Filming began in January 2025 and concluded that March, which is still this year. That's kind of cool, right? Scream 7 is scheduled to be released in the United States on the 27th of February 2026 by Paramount Pictures. So, there we go. The cast includes, obviously, actors and actresses that I just mentioned, but let's dive deep into what characters they're playing. Alright, Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott, a survivor of several Ghostface murder sprees. Courtney Cox as Gil Weathers, a reporter and survivor of several Ghostface murder sprees. Yeah. Obviously, wherever there is like a Ghostface, Gil Weathers is also there to report that, news, because she is obviously a reporter. So there we go. Isabel May as Tatum Evans, Sidney's daughter. That's really cool. Obviously, we've seen her in the trailer. We also have Jasmine Savoy Brown as Mindy Meeks Martin, Randy Meeks' niece and a survivor of the two most recent murder sprees. She was in the previous films. Mason Gooding as Chad Meeks Martin, so that's obviously Mindy's twin brother, Randy Meeks' nephew and the survivor of the two most recent murder sprees. We have Anna Camp, which there is no character linked to her, which is interesting. Anna Camp is obviously an American actress. She portrayed the villainous Sarah Newlin in the HBO vampire drama True Blood. She was also in Pitch Perfect and You from 2025. That's interesting. Okay, so there we go. We also have the GOAT himself, Joel McHale as Mark Evans, Sidney's husband. Oh boy, dude, I swear, if he is Ghostface, I'm going to lose my shit, because Joel McHale is just fantastic. Obviously, he's an American actor, comedian, and television presenter, best known for hosting The Soup, Tourista 4 to Tourista 15, and his role as Jeff Winger on the NBC Community series. He has previously performed in the film Spider-Man 2, Spy Kids, and obviously several other projects. And it is now time to refer back to one of my favorite games, Lego Dimensions. Joel McHale voiced obviously Expo and Lego Dimensions, and I'm so severely happy to see him actually in the Scream franchise. I think he's a brilliant actor, comedian, and just person in general. I just love seeing him, and that's really nice because obviously I'm a big fan of what he does. And man, Expo and Scream, I can't bloody wait to see him in the movie, so I'm really excited.
Bad news, right?
Oh yeah, real bad. To put it in a way that each of you would understand, it's like if Sauron ruled all of Middle-earth, or your entire world got put together, or everybody found out you're actually Bruce Wayne. So obviously, you have to collect all these foundation elements.
Alright, next star is also McKenna Grace, which obviously I think a lot of people know her from like Ghostbusters, and she's also going to be in the new Five Nights at Freddy's film, so that's really nice. Obviously, she is in, a lot of series and films, so yeah, she's kind of gotten her, A-tier actor chops ready. Alright, we've got Michelle Randolph, Jimmy Tatro, Asa German, Celeste O'Connor, which obviously American actress. She played in Madam Web. So yeah, there we go. The less to say about that, the better. But she's a great actress overall. Sam Rechner is an Australian actor, best known for playing Logan Hall in the Steven Spielberg film The Fabelmans. Okay, that's good. Alright, Tim Simons, Mark Consalos. Okay, there we go. Roger L. Jackson reprises his role as the voice of Ghostface, with David Arquette also reprising his role as Dewey Riley, a survivor from the original murders who was killed in Scream 2022. And boys and girls, this is the most, I think, the highlight of this I guess entire casting. Matthew Lillard and Scott Foley, who portrayed Ghostface killer Stu Macher, I think, and Roman Bridger in Scream 1996 and Scream 3 2000, respectively, have also been cast in the film. So, will they be back? I'm not quite sure. Obviously, Stu Macher is dead. There was like a television, thrown at him, and he died in the film. So, will they be back as like, I guess, flashbacks, or maybe they're just, I don't know, like maybe some kind of AI system where they are back? I'm not quite sure. Scream can go anywhere, but I would love to see them return. Matthew Lillard, best known obviously for Scooby-Doo and Five Nights at Freddy's as well. And I think Scream and Five Nights at Freddy's are really kind of, linking to one another. Like Matthew Lillard, McKenna Grace, Scott Foley is also in the brand new Five Nights at Freddy's film too. So I guess, yeah, really, really cool. Alright, during the premiere of Scream 6 2023, co-director Matt Bettinelli open said, "We want to be watching Scream movies whether we're involved or not for the rest of our lives." Both at Bettinelli Open and co-director Tyler Gillette previously expressed interest in December 2022, bringing in Neve Campbell's character Sidney Prescott back in the future sequels after Campbell declined to return in Scream 6 due to a paid dispute with the film's producers. There we go. In August 2023, Bettinelli, Open and Gillette exited the project due to the schedule conflicts with their film Abigail. Christopher Landon was hired in their place. That same month, pre-production was suspended due to the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike. On November 22nd, 2023, it was reported that Melissa Barrera, who starred as Sam Carpenter in Scream 2022 and Scream 6, had been fired from Seven Film due to her comments about the Gaza war. The following day, Deadline Hollywood reported that Jenna Ortega would not reprise the role of Tara Carpenter due to the schedule conflicts with her starring role as Wednesday Addams in the second season of Netflix television series Wednesday. Ortega later refuted, stating in April 2025 interview that she left due to the changes in creative team and casting, stating, "The Melissa stuff was happening and it was all kind of falling apart. If Scream 7 was going to be with that team of directors and those people I fell in love with, then it didn't seem like the right move for me in my career at the time." It was then reported that the film would go through a creative retooling with the intention of bringing back other actors from the franchise like Campbell, along with Patrick Dempsey, who portrayed Mark Kincaid in Scream 3 from 2000. In December 2023, Landon announced that he had officially exited the film's weeks prior. He later explained he felt without Barrera the film had signed on to direct no longer existed, and therefore there was no reason for him to continue. Despite the fact that Landon was not involved in the studio's actions, he faced backlash and harassment from some Barrera fans online, to the point of having threats leveled against him and his family. "People were threatening to kill me and my family to the point where FBI was getting involved." Holy shit, this shit is getting way this is not normal anymore, right? He says, "I got messages saying I'm going to find your kids and I'm going to kill them because you support child murder." What the hell? The head of security at various studios and the FBI had to examine the threats. That is really insane. Yeah, wow. I did not know that. So there we go. In March 2024, Campbell posted on her Instagram account that she would return as Sydney. She also confirmed that Gavin Williamson, writer and producer of previous Scream films, who directed from the script by Guy Bessick, based on a story by Bessick and James Vanderbilt. Campbell's return was supported by many of her movie colleagues, including David Arquette. Later that month, Courtney Cox and Dempsey were in talks to reprise their respectful roles as Gail Weathers and Kincaid. In November, Isabel May was cast to portray Sydney's daughter. In December, Celeste O'Connor, Asa German, McKenna Grace, Sam Rechner, and Anna Camp joined the cast in undisclosed roles. So there you go. Neve Campbell reprises her role as Sidney Prescott, as obviously Matthew Lillard, who previously played Stu Macher, joined the cast in an unknown role. Like I said, there are many ways to, to make that a thing. Obviously, Schumacher died, so I'm not quite sure. I'm really excited to see where that will go. Principal photography began under the work title Scar Tissue in Atlanta, Georgia on January the 7th, 2025, and concluded on March 12th. According to Campbell, filming was scheduled to begin in September 2025 and was delayed until December 2024 due to the scheduling issues. The film will be scored by Marco Beltrami, returning from the first 4 installments. Oh, that's good. That's really great music. In late August 2025, Beltrami divulged on his Instagram account that he, alongside an orchestra, had completed work on the score in Budapest. He additionally released snippets, which included new compositions titled What's in the Name and School Drama. Other excerpts featured the franchise classical piece Sidney's Lament, as well as an orchestral reinvention of the theme called Mrs. Evans' Lament. So, Scream 7 is scheduled to be released in the United States on the 27th of February 2026. That's really nice. Scream is a franchise that will be going on for, I guess, a lot more installments. Obviously, I'm a big fan of those original 3 films. I've got them on DVD, and I think the first one is a great film. Obviously, I really love that one. It's one of my favorite horror films ever made, and a slasher films too. I just wish that sometimes, just in general, not only just with Scream 7, sometimes in general, new stories can be told. And if you want to get those old actors back, do it in a good way. Because obviously, I've said this before and I'll say it again, if you are going to bring back old actors, how long can you bring them back, right? That's like the Ghostbusters thing, Bill Murray and obviously Vincent Xenomorph's actor or whatever, they're like 80 already. So I would love to see them return, obviously, and in this case with Neve Campbell's character. I just would love to see them return, but how are you going to tell a story if you're making so many more sequels? Scream 8, Scream 9, Scream 10. I think that's kind of like really cool to have like those other sequels. Like obviously, if they're going to make a sequel in 2 years, I think Scream 8 would be really cool to see. Scream 9 too, and Scream 10 obviously too. Scream X, holy shit, that would be a really cool title. But I just love to see different approaches to the story. And Scream 6, we had like that, I guess, museum part where obviously the Ghostface had like a museum with all the artifacts and all the elements and details that were in the previous films, like the TV that obviously fell on Stu, and obviously other details and cameos and Easter eggs. And that was really nice, obviously. But maybe they can go to some other locations. Like obviously they went to New York. I really like that location. Now they're going to go back after Neve Campbell. Obviously there is some kind of unresolved, I guess, history with Ghostface now and Neve Campbell's character. But obviously, I can't wait to see this brand new film. It will be releasing in February. I'm really excited. So, right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye, everyone.
I'm gonna burn it all